Don't you ever get the feeling that every time you do something your way, someone always wants to do the opposite, even if your way is clearly the right way? It's like they have this inherent need to contradict you, to be the antithesis of your actions. Have you ever felt like a person wasn't just purposely always doing the opposite of you simply to be different, but to actively go against you in some fundamental way? It's beyond mere disagreement. These individuals seem to seek out the very things you dislike, the things that irritate you, just to relentlessly engage in them. They are, in essence, purposely against you, setting themselves up as your opposition in everything, even in matters so trivial they shouldn't even register. Now, I could understand if it were a light-hearted joke, a bit of friendly competition to spice things up, but you know when it's neither of those things. When this oppositional behavior becomes obsessive, a constant undercurrent to your interactions, the humor evaporates. The jokes cease to be funny, replaced by a gnawing annoyance. They begin to compete, often without your awareness or consent, transforming every interaction into an unsolicited contest. And when they compete without your permission, you realize it's far from friendly. These individuals aren't just driven by a desire to win in any perceived competition, including the silent ones they've manufactured. They actively seek to disturb your peace, to disrupt your equilibrium. These are the types of people who will meticulously track your routines, learning precisely what time you finally settle down for the night, only to then unleash a torrent of noise, a sudden, exaggerated revelry louder than anything they've produced throughout the entire day. In the moment you call them out on their deliberate disruption, they feign innocence, acting as if this jarring behavior is their normal state, a long-established routine you've somehow just noticed. These types of people are frankly just irritating. They are perpetually trying to compete with you, even when your mind is occupied with more significant matters, with the genuine concerns of life. Why? Because they lack anything substantial in their own lives to focus on. Their existence seems to revolve around this constant petty rivalry. It's as if they possess no internal compass, no personal mission on this planet. They wander like lost, malevolent spirits, seeking out individuals to torment because, deep down, they recognize their own lack of purpose. And if they aren't directly opposing your actions, it often manifests as a relentless imitation, a desperate attempt to not only replicate what you do, but to somehow surpass you, to prove their supposed superiority. But the truth is often glaringly obvious to everyone else in the room. Their attempts at one-upmanship are transparent, a flimsy facade that crumbles under the slightest scrutiny. The lie is exposed. They've been in constant pursuit, their competitive breath hot on your neck, driven by this toxic cocktail of opposition and envious imitation. They do what you dislike, and they shamelessly copy, always striving to outshine. You might find yourself wondering, when will these people finally have a moment of self-awareness? When will they look in the mirror and truly see the antagonistic figure they've become? But the reality is, they likely won't. These individuals actively avoid introspection, and even if they were to glance at their reflection, their self-deception is so profound, their vision so clouded by their own insecurities, that they likely wouldn't even recognize the troll staring back. Their entire existence seems to orbit around yours. They are constant observers, meticulously tracking your every move, waiting for your next step, ready to launch into a frantic race as if their very being were on fire, all while you simply desire something as basic as a glass of water. It's a profoundly sad commentary on their inner state that they choose this path, this constant opposition and imitation, when they should inherently understand that our true competition lies within ourselves, in striving to become a greater version of who we were yesterday. We are not meant to compete with others out of malice or insecurity. We inherently understand that every soul on this planet was placed here with a unique purpose. It's like expecting a weightlifter to compete in a marathon, when their true challenge lies in lifting a heavier weight than they did before, not in trying to outrun someone with a completely different set of strengths and goals. We all possess unique gifts, but some individuals have become so profoundly sidetracked from their own purpose that they become lost souls. Consumed by negativity and a destructive impulse, they abandon the creation of their own meaning and instead seek to inflict their turmoil upon others. These types of individuals must be consciously removed from your presence, for they serve no other purpose than to be a distraction, actively trying to impede your progress. But as someone with a clear path, a sense of purpose, you can only continue moving forward. There is no time for unnecessary delays or being dragged down by their negativity. It's remarkable how, once they are out of your immediate sphere, your focus sharpens, your clarity intensifies. It feels like a weight has been lifted, a constant source of friction finally removed. You no longer have to operate with a subconscious awareness of their looming presence, the need to rush before they notice and initiate their competitive dance, or the urge to deliberately hold back so as not to trigger their insecurities. They simply don't deserve the energy or the space in your life because they offer no genuine support or growth. It is perfectly acceptable to engage in friendly competition that is mutually agreed upon and remains within healthy boundaries, or to have natural differences in opinion and approach. But when you recognize the patterns I've described, the constant opposition, the deliberate attempts to make you uncomfortable, the underhanded and unsolicited competition, these individuals are not merely engaging in rivalry, they are actively trying to be your opposition, a persistent source of negativity. Join the Love Awareness community. Let us stand strong together, a team dedicated to mutual motivation and growth. Remember, no one is inherently better than anyone else. We all have areas where we can improve, and we are here to support each other on that journey. One hand washes the other. True growth comes from self-improvement, and any external competition should ideally be viewed as nothing more than practice, a way to gauge our own progress. Please like, subscribe, and comment below with your thoughts and experiences. Share this video if it resonated with you and you believe it can help others. This has been Love Awareness. Until then, chosen family, take care.